Today is going to be a great day. We're going to have such a good practice and just take it for exactly what you need it for today. So I came across where's my phone? I came across a quote the other day that really resonated when it comes to yoga and what it actually is. So I'm unaware of who actually wrote this, as they didn't have an author, but I want you to first find a nice, comfortable seat and close your eyes or even find something still to gaze at while I kind of read you through what yoga as it is means. Now, to all of us, yoga is something different. It's a way to move, it's a way to stretch, it's a way to get into your body, it's a way to get out of your body. It's whatever you need it to be. And that's what I really want to dive into our practice today is to understand what yoga means for you in this moment. Yoga is not something to perfect, not a posture to master, nor a rhythm to follow. It is a quiet remembering of what is within, a gentle listening, a pause in the movement of life. Beyond the form, beyond the breath, yoga is presence, being with what is, without judgment, without rush. It invites you to feel, to soften, to stay in stillness or in motion, in silence or in sound. Yoga reveals itself not as something you do, but as something you are. This is yoga as it is, no more, no less. Take a moment just to let that settle in. Maybe there's specific words or phrases that caught your attention with that. Well, most of the time we make our way to our mat to move, to find these poses, to breathe. It starts from within. It starts from your soul. It starts from your heart. So can we radiate that today in our practice and move with the intention to feel something internally, not just look a certain way, as that is definitely not what yoga is about, but to feel a certain way. That big invitation to feel, to soften, and to stay. Notice how the body feels this morning. Is it sore? Is it stiff? Is it tight? Is it rested? Is it ready? Is it focused? Is it energetic? Or maybe it's just as it is. And as we go through our waves with our practice, I invite you today to listen to the body about what it's feeling, about those waves that will come and go, a little more energetic, a little more tired, how the breath starts to deepen. Notice that present moment when it comes. Stay as it is. Can you start to tune into your breath, noticing your inhale and your exhale, just to stay present as you are, observing even whether you can breathe through both nostrils. Perhaps introducing just a little more height through your body, as if I'm pulling you from a string from the top of your head. You're growing nice and tall. Your shoulders are pulling back and down, even softly lifting your chin up and pulling it back. Observe how that feels. Observe what that does to your breath. And I like to start my classes with a nice cleansing breath here. Gently place your hands together in front of your heart in a prayer position. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale side out through your mouth. And give a soft release to your hands. Sweat your eyes open, adjust back into the light. We're going to start laying down this morning. So if you're on a top, you can come on off of it and then start to transition down onto your back as you find your constructive rest position with your knees bent and your feet planted onto the mat. Now take a minute here just to observe how the body feels as you transition to the floor. We start our day like this. We typically end our day like this. What does it feel like to add this in, perhaps after some movement, making your way to the studio or into your room at home? Perhaps it starts to ease off some of that tension that we have been feeling at the beginning of our practice. Extend your legs out straight onto your mat and walk your feet over to the right side. Cross your left foot on top of your right and bring your arms up above your head. Now wiggle your shoulders and your head over to the right side. So we're looking for this crescent shape in your body as you use your right hand to hold on to your left wrist and pull yourself a little bit more to that right. Good. Relax your arms. Let them just naturally settle back down to the floor or the mat. Start to bending into your arms as you work your way back to a nice neutral position, starting with your upper body, then uncrossing your feet, bringing them back. Take a moment before we go to the other side just to notice how one side feels versus the other. Maybe it wasn't a very deep stretch, but perhaps we're feeling a little bit of those differences. Walking your feet over to the left corner of your mat, crossing your right foot over the left. Bring your arms back over your head as you shimmy and move your upper body over to the left side, creating this nice crescent shape. Perhaps using that left hand to hold onto your right wrist and give yourself that extra little pull. Start to relax your arms, let them naturally fall to the floor. 2 more cycles of your breath and we'll come back into that neutral position. Gently start to make your way all the way back, uncrossing your feet, bringing your shoulders and your upper body back in. Bend back into your legs, place your feet down onto the mat and have your knees pointing up to the ceiling. Keeping your right foot down, cross your left ankle on top of your thigh and push your leg away. So the knee is opening out here, getting into the hips a little bit deeper here. I would suggest pulling your toes back toward your knee here so you can have a little more of that extra stretch. It also helps to protect your knee. Notice the sensations on this one side. You're welcome to stay as you are. If you want to progress into your figure four, you're going to wrap your arms through, holding onto the back of your leg. Keep that foot flexed back to your toes and then pull your legs into your chest. Again, you're welcome to stay as you are. If you want to extend that right leg up into the air, create some circles with your ankle, trying to get into sort of those minor joints in our body that we rely on so much. Observe the sensations as you create those big circles, as big as you can. And then switch the direction if you are doing your circles. Slowly bend back into that leg. Place the foot back down onto your mat. From here, walk that right foot away just enough that your knee is about a 90-degree bend, and then allow your legs to come to the right side. Now, the idea here is to keep that left knee pointing up to the ceiling. So if you need to grab a block, if this is a lot of sensation in the hip, we can bring the floor to you so it's not as intense. You're going to place your left foot on top of that block. You can also bend more into that right leg if you feel like you want to while you're in your twist, and essentially let go of your upper body. Let your arms just come out to the side. We have space in the studio today. Hopefully you have space at home that you can fully open your arms. If it feels okay on the neck, look to the left. Back to neutral if it is turned to the side, and pull your legs all the way back up to a nice easy position here, uncrossing your legs, taking a moment for some movement or some stillness. I'd like to leave these pockets of freestyle within our practice so that you can observe and listen to the body here. What is it that it needs? We'll start to move into the other side. So keeping the left foot down, cross the right ankle on top, pull the toes back and push your knee open. The body can be a friendly reminder that it's quite asymmetrical. If we're feeling tight in one hip versus the other, sometimes it's something else in the body that's assisting that sensation. So observe and notice. We don't want this to be a very sharp pain, just a nice, easy opening through your hip. Once again, you're ready to stay here, then please do honor that. If you want to go a little bit further, interlace your hands behind your leg the non-dominant way. So just shift your fingers a little bit and have them behind your left leg. Keep the toes flexed of your right foot. Notice the sensations, the changes on the side. Use that invitation here to soften through the jaw, soften through the face. Once again, you're welcome to stay, or you can start to straighten out that left leg, having the foot come all the way back up to the ceiling, creating some circles with your ankle. switch the direction. Don't worry, my ankles are clicking too. And gently start to bend back into that leg. Place the foot onto your mat. Using that prop to support you as the legs fall over to the left side. Setting yourself up with that foot maybe further away to start, maybe pulling it in as you find that twist. Open your arms here, use that space and take it up. If it feels okay on the neck, we can look to the right. Slowly bring your head all the way back to neutral. Pull your legs all the way back into that middle position. Take a moment here, what you need, maybe some windshield wipers or hugging the knees into the chest. All right, from here, we're going to create a little bit of movement, but we want to really tie in your mind. So dead bugs are a way that we can activate your core, but more so, it's a way to get into your mind and start focusing on your coordination. So if your coordination is something that you really need to work on, this is a position that is really going to help with that. I want you to start by bringing your arms straight up over your shoulders like you're reaching for the ceiling. Now bend into your legs, pick your feet up so your knees are at 90 degrees directly over your hips, almost like you're sitting in a chair with your arms reaching out. Now the intention here is to tuck your tailbone, push your lower back down into the floor so there's no space between your lower back and your mat. Now start with your right hand, wiggle your right hand and wiggle your left foot. I know that already is like, whoa, that's kind of weird. From here, we're going to extend those out. So the arm comes back, the leg goes out, extend them straight, and then come all the way back to that start position. Now wiggle your left hand, wiggle your right toes, extend that same direction all the way out and back, and then take it back up. Keep alternating as you do this. So the right arm, the left leg comes out, bring it all the way back to that start, and then the left arm, the right leg goes out and take it back. Go slow. The intention here is to keep one arm still and one leg still. If you notice that both arms are moving, pause for a moment, take it nice and controlled, and see if we can just go for two sides, that two limbs at a time. Again, this is really good for your coordination. It helps with your cognition as well with your brain. So yes, it is good for the body, but there's way more benefits for your brain. And as you start to become more comfortable with that movement, can we get a little quicker with it? Is your tailbone still tucked? Are we still pushing that lower back down into your mat? Maybe adding in your breathing. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you take it back. Do two more times with it. Inhale, extend, exhale, take it back. Last time with it. Inhale, extend, and exhale, bring it back. Hug your knees into your chest. Bringing your hands to the backs of your legs. Your elbows are going to be out to the side. We're going to roll back and forth on our spine here. Unless you deal with any injuries, then I just want you to slowly come up into a seated position. And can we eventually find a little bit of balance in your boat. So level 1 boat starts with your heels down. We want to have your chest nice and open here. So you're lengthening through that spine and your elbows are going out to the side. Now, if at any time that starts to come inward, I want you to take it back a level and find that position that works for you. So if you're good here, then we can start to lean back a little bit, maybe pick up one foot, pick up the other, and glue your feet together, having those shins parallel to the mat. Now, this is a big one. Bring your attention to your chest. If you already feel that rounding, then I want you to open up and stay here. If it's still good to go, we can start to extend your arms out, maybe turning your palms up to the ceiling. Now cue into your torso. As it started to round, maybe this is your stopping point. If you want a little bit further, we can start to extend your legs straight. If that's still okay, maybe bringing the arms up overhead. Whoop, see, that's my level. I'm taking it back. Good, work your way back through those layers. So bring the arms down, bend the legs, hands to the back, heels down, plant your feet, and then fold forward, bringing your arms to the inside edges of your legs. Yeah. Start to cross your legs, shifting into a tabletop position as you face the top edge of your mat. Moving through a few cycles of your cat-cows, just so we can start to get into the spine a little bit more here. So start with your inhale as you sink your belly down toward your mat. Melt your heart, lift your head as you look forward. Use your exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back, push into your hands and look back. Inhale as you sink everything back down. Lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale as you tuck and round and look back. Keep going for a few more cycles of your breath here, looking for perhaps a little more depth with that range of motion until you can start to really feel something. Stay present here. Can you observe how you feel, even diving into your sensations? What is it that you smell when you take that inhale into your cow? What does your body release as you push back into that cat and exhale? Go for 2 more cycles of that breath. A nice full breath in. Big breath out. Last one. And take a soft release here. Come back into a nice neutral position. From here, we're essentially going to do that dead bug, but now we've just flipped over. So start to shift your weight into your left hand and your right knee and extend your opposite limbs out. Now, remember what we were doing on the floor. We were making sure that lower back was staying in contact with your mat. So can you pick your belly up here and slightly tuck your tailbone? Gently bring your hand and your knee back down. Make sure you have that neutral spine and extend your left arm and your right leg out. And gently bring it back down. Keep alternating here. We're going to go with your breath. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you take it back down. Inhale, extend. How still can you keep your back and your torso here as you keep cycling from side to side? Hips are steady. Back is neutral. Good. One more on each side. Full inhale, reach. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring it back. Widen your knees to the edges of your mat. Bring your big toes together and push back into your child's pose, allowing your arms to reach forward here. Start to slide your left hand back toward your legs. Slowly inhale, rise back up into your tabletop. We're going to circle that left arm all the way around. Reach forward. Your hips are going to come forward a little bit and then sink back into your child's pose. Now pull the right arm back toward your legs as you start to inhale and rise up. Circle that right arm over and out, and then pull it back. Keep going side to side. Inhale as you rise and circle that arm. Reach it forward. Exhale as you sink it down. Inhale as you lift, big circle, and reach. Exhale as you take it back down. One more on each side here. Last one. Beautiful. Start to come back into your tabletop. Tuck your toes and find your first downward facing dog. Using your hand placement as a guide here, observe what needs to be done here. Do you need to turn the hands out a little bit? Maybe push a little further back into your palms to have more height through your hips. Moving just like we did, similar to a cat-cow position, even from that child's pose. So on your next inhale, I want you to round your back. So push into your hands just like you would in a cat and start to shift forward into a plank position. On your exhale, start to bend your knees, stick your butt in the air, look forward and melt your heart forward. Come back into your down dog. Inhale, round through the back as you wave yourself forward to that plank. Exhale, bend the knees, stick your butt up, look forward, and then push back. 3 more times just like that. Go through those waves. As you start to round that back, really come up to your toes. One more time with it. Once you're done, stay in your down dog. Start to shift your weight into your left foot, hooking your right foot behind, getting a little deeper into the calves. And then start to bring that right foot forward in between your hands as you come down to your back knee. So this is where your props are going to come into play. You're welcome to use that foam chip block, your other 2 blocks as well, to support you in your low lunge. Now, I prefer to have something soft underneath my knee, as sometimes my knees can be a little finicky on a nice hard surface. So start with those blocks at a nice high height. Come forward until you feel that stretch in your hip flexor of that left leg. In order to be as present as possible here, I know the hips can hold a lot of emotion. Play around with your lunge. What happens if you start to turn your toes out, if you start to change the lunge position by bringing your right hand to the inside edge of your foot, maybe rocking your knee open and closed might feel nice as you get some of that external rotation back into your hip. Maybe you want a little more depth as you start to lower your blocks or even bring your hands or your forearms down to the mat. Find what works best for you here. gentle reminder here, it's not what you look like in the pose, it's about what you feel, staying present, looking for areas to soften and listen. And start to work your way back up those layers if we were a little further down, closer to the floor. From here, we're going to bring that right hand back to the outside edge of your foot and straighten out that front leg, pulling the toes back toward you. The intention for this half splits is to lengthen through the spine rather than rounding and coming further toward your foot. So using your blocks here as much as you need to, I want you to pull the shoulders back and down, and we're hinging at the hips, almost like you're trying to get your chin to your shin. Can you flex that right foot, pull the toes back toward you? Once again, being a little more curious, what happens if we turn those toes in? Or even turn the toes out. And come back to a nice neutral position, bend back into your right leg, and we'll move it to the other side. So move your props around as much as you need to, transitioning to your right knee down, left foot forward, finding that nice long lunge. Feed your soul here. Breathe into the sensations that you're feeling. Invite yourself to soften the jaw, the shoulders, the hands, even your thoughts. Maybe this is your stopping point. Maybe you want to introduce a different type of position for your lunge. So listen to your body. You know it best. Maybe you prefer to have more of that external rotation through your hip, maybe some movement as you're creating some blood flow. Maybe you want more depth as you start to lower down to your hands, to the floor, to your forearms. Work your way back up those layers, going slow. Eventually finding your way back with your left hand to the outside edge of your foot. Straightening out your leg, walking back with your props. We're going to flex those toes back toward us and grow tall through that spine. That string is back like a puppet and pulling you from the crown of your head, hinging at the hips, leading with your chin, trying to get it to the shin. Maybe adding in some of that curiosity if we turn the toes in, noticing how that changes your sensation. Turning the toes out. Come back to neutral. Bend back into that front leg. Place your blocks just out in front of your mat. Pick up your back knee and step to the top edge of your mat. Stay here a moment or two. Allow to the back of the body to feel that lengthening through the backs of your legs, even releasing your lower back. And let go ragdoll, one vertebrae at a time. We're slowly going to start to rise all the way up into your stand. Allow your arms to hang. Allow that head to hang, going as slow as possible. Eventually finding your way at the top. Pull those shoulders back, turn your palms forward, lift your gaze, and find your Tadasana. And give a soft release. Your inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Exhale as you dive down. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, a nice halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Now bend your knees as much as you need to and take a step back with your right foot, bringing your knee back down to your foam chip block or that soft pad that you have already set up. You're welcome to use your block here as you keep it underneath your right hand and twist that left arm all the way up and open. You want to try to keep those arms nice and straight over each other. You got it. And take a nice full breath in where you are. Use your exhale, bring that left hand all the way back down. Move that prop just off to the side for a moment. Place your hands onto your mat and step back into your high plank. Lower to your knees. I know you have that foam chip block, don't worry about it. And come all the way down to your mat. Untuck your toes, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale as you bow back down. Tuck your toes, push up to your knees, and take a tabletop, a down dog, or your child's pose. Whichever variation that you're doing here, you can shimmy that foam chip block over to the other side, to that left side. Now shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale the left leg up behind you, making your way into that low lunge with your right foot forward and that left knee down. Using your block underneath your left hand, if you need it here, circle that right arm all the way up, keeping your gaze following the hand if that feels okay. Take one more full breath in. Use your exhale to bring that hand all the way back down. Move your block just forward here. Tuck your toes, stepping forward to the top edge of your mat. Exhale, take your fold. Now this time, lead with the back of your head. So flatten your back first as you rise all the way up. Circle those arms, reach up, look up. And exhale your hands through heart center. Find your Tadasana once again. Connect your feet to that mat, building those roots strong beneath you. Connect your mind to this present moment, observing how the body feels, taking it one breath at a time. And take a soft release. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Exhale as you dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Once again, we're going to step back this time with the left foot all the way back down. Option to lower down to that back knee if you'd like, or you can keep it lifted. Using your block to support you if you'd like here as you twist back open to the right side. Use your next exhale to bring that hand back down. As you reach for your other block, pop your back foot forward 1, 2, 3 times, and then start to straighten out your front leg, coming into your pyramid pose, which is similar to that half splits that we were creating. So we want to lengthen through your spine, grow from the crown, and lead with your chin, trying to get it to your shin. Focus on your hips here. Can we plug that right hip back and pull the left hip forward? Start to give a soft bend into your front leg. Place your blocks down and then bring your hands back down to the mat. Inhale as you step back into your high plank. Lower to your knees and come all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes, roll your shoulders back. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale as you bow. Tuck your toes, push up to your knees. Take your child's pose, tabletop, or downward facing dog. And making your way into the other side here, start to shift your weight into your right foot, bringing that left foot forward, lowering to your knee if you choose to. You may be using that block underneath your right hand as you twist open to that left side. Gently start to bring that hand back down, grabbing your other block, popping that back foot forward 1, 2, 3 times. Straighten out your front leg. Lead with your chin here. Grow nice and tall through the crown of your head. Focus on your hips. Plug that left hip back. Pull the right hip forward. Start to give a soft bend into your standing leg. This time, when you move your blocks forward, step forward to the top edge of your mat and exhale as you fold. Lead with the back of your head. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, and exhale your hands to heart center. Beautiful. Turn to face the long edge of your mat, please. Doesn't matter which direction you're at. Just make sure you're at the right side. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, so similar position to what we started with, your Bandhanasana. We're going to do it from a standing variation. So I want you to start by crossing your left foot behind your right. It doesn't have to be super tight together. Create a little bit of space so you can actually keep your balance while you do this. The intention for your lower half here is to keep that back leg straight and bend into your front knee. So always getting into more of that intention with that front leg. You can even add it here, bringing your arms up above your head. Wiggle your right hand and grab onto your left wrist as you kick that left hip out and pull yourself to the right. You may remember the sensation. We had it laying down, but now we're just changing that relationship to gravity. And observe your chin here. Can you keep it away from the chest? Breathe deeply. 2 more cycles of your breath. Take 1 more full breath in and exhale. Come all the way back to neutral. Step out nice and wide for your goddess. Your toes are going to point out to the corners of your mat. Your hands are going to come to your thighs with your thumbs on the inner thigh. Your other 8 fingers going to wrap around. Plug your shoulders up to your ears by locking your elbows. That's going to help get into your upper back region as we turn. So start to dip your shoulder right shoulder to the center as you push into your right hand and look to the left. Slowly inhale, come all the way back to center here. Stand up and step to the left. Crossing your right foot behind your left, create some space, keeping that back leg straight, and your front knee is going to be bent here. Bring your arms up above your head, wiggle your left hand, so you know which one, grab onto your right wrist, and pull yourself to the left. Kick that hip out. Open your shoulders, lift your chin, breathe into it here. Two more full cycles of that breath. And take your last inhale, come all the way back to neutral, and exhale as you relax. Stepping back into your goddess, turning those toes out, your hands on your thighs, plug those shoulders up. This time the left shoulder comes to the center as you push into your left hand and look to the right. Slowly inhale, come back to center here, rising up, straighten your legs, tuck your toes so now they're parallel, even slightly pigeon-toed. Bring your hands to your hips, grow tall through your spine, and hinge at your hips. So you want to lengthen through your spine, feeling that pull in the back of the legs. And then eventually, as you continue to fold, you can release your hands down to your blocks, to your floor, to your mat. Allow yourself to hang down. Do what you need to do in this position as well. Do you want those hands to release all the way to the mat, or do you want to hook your elbows, maybe adding in some swaying side to side? Start to give a good amount of bending into your legs as you feel more of that stretch in the backs of your legs, into your hamstrings, maybe even into your glutes a bit more. Seeing how much deeper you can get into that squat position, keeping your head down, your feet down, your heels down. Maybe even introducing some swaying side to side here by turning your toes out just enough to shift your weight from one side to the other. Come back to a nice neutral position. Walk your hands over toward the foot that's at the top edge of your mat. Start to pivot, turn as much as you need to. Plant your hands and step back into your downward facing dog. This is the position that we started our practice with pretty early on. Can you notice any changes, any differences in those sensations that you're feeling now that we've kind of loosened up a little bit? Start to shift your weight into your left foot as you inhale the right leg up behind you. Use your exhale to pull it forward into your pigeon pose, having your knee right up against your right hand if you can. Stay upright for a moment or two, supporting yourself perhaps with a block underneath that right hip, especially if you notice you're sinking right down onto it. We want to keep the hips nice and square to your mat. So sometimes that little bit of support underneath will allow for that to happen. Now glance over your left shoulder, make sure your heel is in line with your hip, and then you can start to come more into your resting pigeon, down to your forearms, maybe even perhaps supporting your neck with a block, placing it underneath your forehead. If this is a little too aggressive on the knee this morning, you're welcome to take a deer or a 90-90, looking for those L shapes in your legs, rather than having that deep bend in your knee. Same intention, folding forward, supporting yourself, and keeping your hips as square as possible. And take one more long breath in where you are, and a full breath out. And gently lifting your head back to a nice neutral position, placing your hands back down onto the mat as you rise up slowly here. Often feels nice after your pigeon to come back into your downward dog. So if that suits you, I invite you to work your way back into it, or a tabletop. Do what feels best for you in this moment. And start to shift your weight into your right foot as you inhale the left leg up behind you. Use your exhale to pull the knee toward your hand, supporting that left hip if you need to with a block or a prop. Untucking your toes behind you, taking a glance over your right shoulder. Make sure the heel is in line with your hip. And then you can start to come on down into your resting pigeon. Once again, if this side feels a little bit rough on the knees, we can take that 90-90 with your L shapes in your legs as you fold over. And take one more long breath in. Full breath out. And gently lifting your head. Coming back up to your hands. If you are on a prop on that hip, you can move it away. We're going to shift your weight onto that left hip and then allow your legs to come out in front of you. I'll take a moment here just to settle in your seated position now that we're starting to transition into more of the restful positions to finish our practice with. Make sure your blocks and your props are nearby, though. You want to make sure we're not going to stand up and grab them. All right. From here, bring your hands back to the backs of your legs, and your heels are going to stay down. Pull your toes back toward your knees. Now, broaden through your chest. We're going to lean back here. Enough that your arms are going to straighten out. Keep that straight spine, and then come all the way back up to the start. Go with it a few more times. So inhale as you lean back. Feel that core start to fire up. Exhale as you pull yourself all the way back up. If you are good here, stay. Otherwise, we can release those hands. But remember, the intention is to keep that chest opening. You will have a little more depth without having your hands on your legs. So find that stopping point. And the next time that we do this, we are going to come all the way down. This is where I want you to round through your spines. We're placing your vertebrae one at a time down onto the mat. Take your time. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Go nice and slow. Eventually feeling your shoulders come down. You can relax your arms. You don't have to reach them up, and bring your legs down onto the mat. Start to hug your left knee into your chest, interlacing your hands around your shin. Give that knee a good pull coming into your chest. You can keep that right leg extended straight out. If you want to add a little movement here, you can, kind of getting into that hip socket a little bit further. And making your way into a half happy baby. So what I would suggest here is start with your right leg bent. We're going to place that right foot back down onto your mat. So we're not going too intense with the stretch to start. Bring your left elbow to the inside edge of your left knee and then grab onto the outside edge of your left foot. Now start to extend your foot up to the ceiling here, having that 90-degree bend in your left knee for that half happy baby. If you're good here and you want a little bit more through your hip flexors, now we can start to straighten out that right leg again, but you'll see why we didn't start there. Plug the shoulder down. Start to give a soft release here, bringing that foot back to a nice neutral position. Use your right hand as your guide as you pull that left knee over to the right side for your twist. Supporting yourself with any props or anything that you need to make sure that we're not twisting too far here, we're not getting into any painful positions. We want you to feel a certain way rather than getting to a specific look or pose. It's not about perfection. And stay with it for 3 more cycles of that breath. Can you come back to this present moment if the mind has started to wander? Using your next inhale to softly start to transition all the way onto your back. Take your time as you get there. The back can feel a little fragile, coming out of a longer held twist like that. Maybe re-squaring your hips if they have been off center and finding some movement if that feels nice. Straighten out your left leg, pull your right knee in toward your chest, interlacing your hands around your shin. Getting into that right hip a little bit further here. Maybe that movement is what will suit you in this moment. Then back into your left leg, placing your foot back down onto the mat. Find your half happy baby on the right side, bringing your elbow to the inside edge of your knee, holding onto the outside edge of your foot, and start to find that sole to the sky, bending deeply into your knee, plugging your shoulder down. Notice Notice if your body is starting to lean and roll over to that side. Can we try to keep both hips down onto your mat? And start to give a little bit of that release, pulling the foot back down closer to your body. Maybe extending your other leg out. As you find your twist, that the right knee comes to the left side, supporting yourself with any props that you need to here. Few more cycles of that breath. Can you stay present? Using your next inhale to softly roll all the way back into your neutral position. Listening to your body, taking any last minute movements you'd like before we finalize with your breath work and your Shavasana. And eventually starting to let go of the movement, allowing yourself to feel the utmost relaxation. I'll invite you again to soften, to stay in the stillness. And yoga is something that you are. No more, no less. And as we dive into your breath work to finalize your practice before your Shavasana, I invite you to use the sensations of your breath to calm that nervous system. We'll keep it nice and simple for this morning and work with our Samavriti, which is our equal ratio breath. We'll slowly inhale through the count of 4 through the nose and slowly exhale to the count of 4 also out through the nose. If at any time you start to feel like you can't catch your breath, please stop the breath control and let your body just breathe naturally for you. We'll start off with a nice cleansing breath. So take a full breath in through your nose and exhale side out through your mouth. We'll inhale through the nose to begin. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 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 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Two more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And start to let go of the breath control. And start to further relax after the practice here. Yoga is not something to perfect, not a posture to master, nor a rhythm to follow. It is a quiet remembering of what is within, a gentle listening, a pause in the movement of life. Beyond the form, beyond the breath, yoga is presence. Being with what is, without judgment, without rush. It invites you to feel, to soften, to stay. In stillness or in motion, in silence or in sound, yoga reveals itself not as something you do, but as something you are. This is yoga, as it is, no more, no less. Start to make your way back into your body. Start to deepen your breath. Introduce some subtle movements back to your fingers, back to your toes, even softly turning your head side to side. Feeling it out, gradually making your way, laying on your right side. Take your time as you get there. Find your path. Keeping a soft gaze, your eyes remaining closed, push back up into your comfortable seat. Take a moment here to settle, soak in this moment. Notice how you feel in this present time. This is yoga, the steadiness of the mind, the calmness of your breath, and how your body feels at the end of the practice. It's not about perfection. It's not about the poses. It's not even about the breath work. It's about how it makes you feel. I encourage all of you and invite you this week to find that yoga off of your mat. Find this feeling and search for it. Light your soul on fire. Always a pleasure having all of you join me this morning. Namaste.